Hey, seventh graders. I'm sorry I'm not here today, but you're going to do some independent work. And today's learning target is to be able to simplify and evaluate expressions with exponents. So, hopefully, everything that we're doing today is a review. For the first part of the lesson, you're going to need to go grab your RPJ, that's your record and practice journal or the workbook that's on the shelf at the front of the classroom. If you can't find a workbook up there, um, because you took it home or you never got one. I did make a few copies of these pages, but you'll see the first page that you're going to be working on is page 203. So pause the video and go grab your record and practice journal if you haven't already. And let's do a quick review of exponents and what is an exponent and how do you solve expressions with exponents. Oops. So I'm going to be using my whiteboard since I can't actually type onto the PDF, but you can follow along with me and do the work in your RPJ. So, in this first activity, just a quick review, we know that when we have a number and it's raised to a power, this number, the bigger number, is called the base, and then the smaller number is called the exponent. And we know, or hopefully we know, that when you have a base raised to a power, we are taking that base and multiplying it by itself the same number of times that is your exponent. So if your exponent's 2, then you're going to do 5 times 5, which is 25, by the way. If you have 3 and you're raising it to the 4th power, that means you're going to take the base, 3, and you're going to multiply it by itself 4 times. So 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 3 is 27. And 27 times 3 is 81. So 3 to the 4th power is 81. And by the way, this 5 times 5 is called expanded notation or repeated multiplication form. So again, this 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 is also either expanded notation or repeated multiplication. So we're going to take a moment to fill out this table in which we have a power and we have an exponent. So let me erase this screen real quick and work on this together. Okay, so looking at activity 1, we're going to do the repeated multiplication. If our exponent is just a 1, like it is in the first one, oops, sorry about that, then I am literally just rewriting that number, that base number. And by the way, if I have a negative symbol that's with the number inside the parentheses, think of it like a magnet, and that negative symbol is literally with the 3. So repeated multiplication is literally just -3. And then the second thing we have to write in that table is the value, which is also -3. Now the next one, again, that negative symbol is with the 3. This time we have it to the second power, which means we're multiplying a -3 times a -3. You know that when you multiply a negative times a negative, you're going to get a positive number. So this would be the repeated multiplication. This would be the value. -3 to the third power is going to be -3 times -3 times -3. Because I have an odd number exponent and the power or the base number that the base is negative, my answer is definitely going to be a negative number. So this one's going to be -27. The next one has an even exponent. If you have an even exponent, which in this case is a 4, your value is going to be a positive number. Okay? If it's a negative number raised to an odd number exponent, your answer is going to be a negative number. So go ahead and take a moment to finish that table, writing out the repeated multiplication form, and then writing the final value. And you are definitely welcome to use a calculator for this. Finish that table and then go ahead and go on to the next video.